Hey, good Monday morning. I was thinking you should have just got lesson number 3 yesterday, and I was thinking about how to gauge your progress up to this point. And so I've made this little self-test that you're going to be able to do, and I wanted to make something that wasn't so hard that you'd be confused, but it wasn't so easy. Give you a little bit of a challenge. So what I've done, and it's a separate video, the link is in the description, to a backing track in every key. So it starts in A, and I play in 30 seconds just in A, and then we go to B and we work our way around. So when I say key of A or key of B, during that time, find that root note on the B string, make that chord, and then now you got your pattern right there. And then when we go to B, do the same thing, find the B, make the chord, and you should have that pattern. That pattern should be very comfortable to you by now. And this is a self-evaluation. If you're having trouble with this, I'd say don't move on because you're just not ready. Because if you're having trouble with this and we're going to add another pattern, it's just not going to do you any good. So if you got to take some extra time and maybe spend time with this little test and this backing track, we'll do that because you want to be able to have, D, F, and have it right there. If it's not coming pretty quick to you, please don't move on because it's just going to get more confusing and it won't do you any good. The goal is to learn how to play solos and lead on the ukulele, and if it takes you more time, then that's fine because these lessons are going to be here on the channel for you to take in your own time. So this is a neat little thing. So each 30-second snippet is all in that one chord, so you don't have to think about trying to change. You just get to fool around in whatever key it is that I'm playing for 30 seconds. And so I think it's going to be pretty useful, and this is something that you can come back to with the other patterns too. So this is going to be a nice little tool. I'm pretty proud of myself for coming up with the idea. I don't have good ideas often, so when I do, I'm pretty happy about it. Okay, so great. And then I might hit stop on it. I'm going to go ahead and play through, and I'm just going to talk about some different techniques that you could use, for each different one. So before we get into it, if you are enjoying these and you're learning something, this is a full course. Many teachers actually charge for a full course, but I'm not. I'm putting it on YouTube with the confidence that if you find value in it, that you'll support and you'll donate and help support the channel. I have a full-time job. I work full-time, and this does take time out of my life. I really enjoy teaching, so the point isn't to make money, but it is a way to show your appreciation for what I'm doing. And so if you can support it, there's also a link to the Buy Me a Coffee where you can support the channel and your lessons. And you can always reference back on this first sheet. This goes back to lesson number 1, and these are the patterns we're playing in each key. So keep that in mind too, and you can use it as reference. Hopefully you don't need that at this point. If you're still needing to look at this, it might be your indication that, man, I need to stick around in the level 1 before we move on to the second pattern in level 2. Okay, so I'm going to say the key, and then there will be the drum will count off for 4 beats, and then you start playing. So let's just give it a go and see what happens. Good luck on the test. It's an open book test.
Key of A.
Key of A. So you find A. And you don't have to do anything crazy. play the notes in that pattern. Whatever you're feeling like, you know. So you see there, I was playing very simply. You don't have to hit a different note every time. You know, you can, you know, and just, it's just a great time to really explore what you can do, and there's a lot of different patterns and a lot of different things you can do. So let's move on to B. Before we go to B, this is a technique you can use where you slide. You know, so try that out, you know. Try that and see what you think about that. Here we go.
Key of B.
Key of B. So I find it, hit the chord. I got the pattern now. Just fooling around. You see, that's what it's all about.
Of C.
So the key of C, that's way up here now. You're gonna have open notes. So just be aware of this. This one can be kind of tricky, but make sure you got this one too. If it's hard for you, don't run away with it, away from it. Jump into it, you know. And okay, so we hit the C, did pretty good. Moving up to D, you know, sometimes you can hit the chord and hit the chord in there every once in a while too.
Key of D.
Found the D, there's the D chord. So you can play the chord a little bit, you know. Okay, that was pretty cool. So I'm incorporating some stuff there where I'm playing the chord and then doing some little solo stuff off of that. So that's a technique you can use. Okay, now we're moving up to E. Now let me just give you one little thing that I'm sure you're gonna really love this one. So wherever your root note is, which on this time it's gonna be E, that next note down, so from 5 to 7, that note there, that's your sweet bendable note. So whatever your key you're in, that first note after in the pattern, that's the one you want to bend. So let's do that in E and bend on that string a little bit.
Key of E.
There's my E. Do a slide into it. Do it again, you know. Love bending, it sounds so good. So that's a beautiful string to get some bending practice on. Try the others.
Of F.
Try the others too and bend them. They don't sound as good. If you want a good one, that's it. So wherever your root is, it's just the next, two in the pattern. It's the next one down. Let's move to F. Here we go, and let's just do stuff. You're enjoying it. You're doing it. That's the point here. See there, I was repeating a lot on that one and doing the same thing and maybe ending with a different note on my little phrase. So that's repetition, is good. Now what it's going to be, this is the final one, G. Now you can play double stops, 2 notes at the same time, and it sounds so good. So if you play 2 notes that are part of the pattern, like in G, that's at 8. So if you play 10 and 10 on the 2 bottom ones, and then slide up and play 7 and 8, 7 on the E and 8 on the B string, and just do that, man, it sounds so good. Try that out. You're really going to enjoy this. This one.
Of G.
There's my G. There's my chord. Here it comes, listen. Sounds so sweet. Okay, so you have the backing track. And
All right. Good job. Keep on playing.
hey, giving myself some props. So you have this backing track.
A.
Whoa, dude, settle down. You have that backing track, that little test that you can go back and you can just, and I like it because you don't have to worry about trying to change keys in the middle. An actual song will be changing keys a lot. But this lets you slow down and just think, okay, I'm focusing on C right now. So it simplifies it and really lets you get it under your hands. And you can use the same thing when we go to the second pattern. You can use that same backing track. So that one's going to be good for a lot of years to come, that little exercise. So take that test and let me know how you're doing. Let me know if you have any questions. And let me know if you're ready to move on. If you're not, then just hang back for another week or so, and there will be another lesson Sunday where we start lesson pattern number 2. So let's get you past level 1. Do you pass level 1 is the question, and we're about to find out. Please subscribe if you haven't yet, and I also have a Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I don't do these long lessons. I just do little snippets of stuff on those. Okay, well, man, have fun, keep playing, and I look forward to hearing your comments about how you're doing. You're starting to move forward, and you should be feeling like, man, I'm really doing something here. I'm not just horsing around. All right, peace.